Hi, I'm Autumn Nestler, principal of An Intentional Life. My work focuses on assisting women with this thing called retirement, not the financial aspects of retirement, but actually the non-financial aspects, not what they need their money for, or excuse me, how much money they need, but what they need their money for. I often get calls, emails, texts from women who have a great many concerns and fears about the 20 to 30 years that they will spend living their post-career lives. I'd like to share one with you today. It's from Barbara. Autumn, I'm about 3 years away from retiring. I have had some ideas about what that part of my life might look like, and I'm really excited about how I might spend my time. But the idea of 20 to 30 years spent doing these things creates a great deal of uncertainty and many, many questions. Will I enjoy doing these things? Will I have enough to do Monday through Friday when everyone else is working? How about if I made a mistake thinking I should retire? Will I get bored within the first few weeks? And will my retirement budget support the lifestyle that I would like to have? These ideas all look great on paper, Autumn, but the reality of putting them into practice might not be at all what I imagined. How do I test these ideas out? My weekly schedule is already jam-packed, not a moment to spend adding things to it. Any suggestions? Barbara. Well, first of all, kudos, Barbara. Kudos for thinking in advance. 3 years out from retirement, perfect time to start thinking about, dreaming about post-career living. So good for you. And there's another thing is that you don't have to think about spending or planning for 20 to 30 years of time. Just work on 12 months at a time. It's a lot more manageable, not so overwhelming. And some things that you can think about, what I like to say is these ideas that right now you're generating a lot of different ideas, I like to call it practicing retirement. In other words, try before you buy. What are some examples of that? Well, think about it. Let's say you wanted to move to Arizona. My recommendation is that you rent a place in Arizona during some of the hottest months of the year. Or maybe you've said that, this time in your life is going to be about creating art. Take this opportunity to test out every kind of art medium you can think about. See which ones resonate for you. See which ones you would like to pursue further when you get to this point in your life in retirement. Or maybe you've always dreamed about a nomadic lifestyle, very popular right now. Well, rent an RV. Try out some different shorter road trips to see, does this fit for you? Does it work for you? And know that, again, if you're practicing it, you can always go back to the drawing board and say, nah, that's not going to work for me. Now, some of the ways you can practice retirement in advance, right? First of all, I would take your journal and I would write out, what does the ideal day or week look like in this thing called retirement? What does it look like for you? Once you have that all written down, the next thing I would do is practice it, right? Set aside a time each week, maybe each month, to call it a post-career day, call it a retirement day. And that ideal day that you just outlined, test it out, try it, see how it works for you. You can always go back to the drawing board at any point. If it doesn't work, if something doesn't work that you thought you might want to do, replace it with something else. The other thing you might want to do is take your next vacation so that you have a longer period of time to then practice retirement. All really great ideas, right? And the other key thing is, that the list goes on and on of the ways you can practice retirement. Intermittently, all at once, taking a sabbatical if you really want to, try, take a 3-month sabbatical or a 6-month sabbatical to really try out this lifestyle that you think that you want to embark on. The other key part to it is not only about what you're going to do and how you're going to spend your time, but about the financial aspects of this. Your financial advisor has told you that, yes, you can, Barbara, you can retire and you can be comfortable. But if you really want to try it out, try living on a different budget for a few months. Eliminate some things, see how it fits, see if you can plan those trips and do those things on a limited budget. Will you still have to work? Could you job share? Could you transition and maybe work part-time for a bit of time? So there's a lot of different ways to not only test out these different ideas that you're writing down on paper right now, but the financial aspects of, will it support, as you said, the lifestyle you are hoping to have? But in all of this, remember, it does take advanced planning. It does take experiencing all these different things. And it does, most importantly, have fun with it. You know, this is a great opportunity in your life. And it's the opportunity to put yourself first and think about it. It's just one more transition, and you've been 100% successful living all transitions to date. You've learned from them, you've grown from them, it's all good. So thank you all for joining me and learning about some of the ways you too can practice retirement. I wanted to put a call out too. I'm doing an interview project. I'd like to interview about 25 women who are at least have been retired under 5 years in living in retirement. I have a series of questions that I'd like to ask you via Zoom, and I have some great giveaways as a thank you for participating in this project. But if you'd like to do that, please email me at autumn@designretirement.org. Again, autumn@designretirement.org. And please continue to follow me on Facebook, where I'll be posting videos like this throughout, the year, and hope that you get some good information. If you want to direct message me, you can do it through Facebook or LinkedIn. And I'm hoping to see you at an upcoming session. Thank you again, and thanks for turning in, and please enjoy this part of your journey.